Hello everybody, thank you for joining us. Today we will be doing a quick sketch of Venom. So it is what you have been popularly seeing on the boards and different ads, but we are not necessarily doing the exact portrait. Like, I do not find that fun always, so we will just do a little spin of our own, a generic Venom. So let's put in an X shape to start. So please use very light strokes. So X shape right there, and then down here somewhere one line, another line right here, another line right here. So as you could have probably guessed, eyes, nose, mouth. So we start off with the eyes right here, and as I've said, like, we're doing fairly generic, but we will try to keep some of that in line with what's going on in those posters that you have been looking at to promote this version of the character. And then along that line you're just going to come down, put in the nose and put that down, and then we come down to the mouth, we do that chin for shortened, but it's there. Come down a little further actually, and we do the chin, we go up, come in with the hairline somewhere here. There will be the brow going on right there. And we will put in the ear somewhere around here. Okay, so what we're just doing is just touching up on some of the things that make up the image. Just trying to grab a pencil that actually works for me, and I think that I found one. So there we are. If we just quickly go down, put down, since we're doing a half and half, that was the implication that I was trying to promote when we were trying to do this, that we're trying to put in that same type concept. And the neck, and put in any kind of color that you wish. Not too much focus there though, so some hair right there. We'll do more details like later, but so the quick eyebrows, and as you see that have some wrinkles right there. Some cross hatch right there. And then of course some deeper cross hatch right here. Some shadow under that nose. Some character around the lips. And some shading right there to just get this going along. Some shadow right there. And then put in some generic hair. Let that vanish up, and I think that we will try to, just keep it a little bit along those lines. Give him the skin folds on the brow, like so. So generic, but somewhere along those lines. Some cross hatch, cross hatch, cross hatch. And so now that we have dealt with this half, we go on to the fun or funner half. So I'm just going to go like this. I'm going to go crazy even with this. So I'm not worrying about accuracy. That's one of the advantages you have when you're doing a character like Venom. You do not need to necessarily worry too much about the accuracy, but you got that Spider-Man like looking thing right there. You put in just a little bit of shoulder there, and then comes the even more fun part, and that is its terrible, wide and fearful grin. So you put something there, some symbiote folds like that, and then we play around with the teeth. Now the way I would like to do it, let's give this guy some eyelashes that's along there. So okay, we'll cross hatch a little more as we are going along in this video. But so the trick to enjoying this is to try and give each tooth a life of its own. So you don't need to like go like this, keep it even. For example, that tooth is larger, that one is smaller, that one is behind. So you have to just go individually if you wish to really do this character some justice. And there you'll have it. Like, that is the version that that's my way of playing around with this. And then of course comes the important part. We will have some of that symbiote reaching out, and again a life of its own in every tendril that you want to show emerging from the skin. You could just go crazy, but yes, follow the rules of fluid. Water, for example, if it can turn like this, it can turn like this, but try to attach it, reattach it to something. as you're going along. And of course you have, if you're doing something comical with this, you'll put in some necklines, some muscle lines right there. Now to finish this off in the easiest way, it's taking the recording if it's all in place. Okay, so we're fine. So to finish this off quickly, we will first hit upon this side. So again, this is a quick thing, as you can see, so I'm not going and putting in extraneous details in every bit, but again, a bit of smudge, excuse me, okay. Put in a bit of the scruffiness there. Okay, and a bit more cross-hatching here, just to give it a little more character. Cross-hatching here. And some eyebrow strokes here with that same thinner pencil that I've been using. Color that eye a little bit and give a little bit of stroke in there, and I'm going to go like this, traverse upward, and just do that. Fill that in, give it a shade going right through. Now that is what I have chosen to do here. I do not know if the posters reflect the same bits, not sure. And I'll just smudge it out a little bit. Okay, so now we come back to this guy here, and that is the superstar of this whole endeavor that we are undertaking here. So safe to go black right there. Go right out. But then in the tendrils, again, you have to make them stand out from the rest of the, let's say, the rest of the drawing. Let me make this a little straight. Just verify that if you got the angles in. Okay, so tendrils, leave a little bit there, like, do not color them all in. You have to give them a little bit of a glint. That is the easy, crude way of doing it. So right there, tendril. So I'm not even exact. Now if I took my time, I would actually see that each and every flowing tendril is highlighted in that same direction as the light is falling. However, right here I'm just doing what we set out to do here, and that is supposed to be a quick sketch. And let me take a little message here. Okay, so when we're doing this, this is all white, essentially, like all white in the sense that you might add some tones into it, but the best way to go about it is leave some white in the folds to begin with, and that way you won't have to come back, erase too much. Just like leave those whites in there and then just fade out the tone as you're going outward. So lower jaw, and I've stopped somewhere there. And I'm just digging in randomly into that white just to highlight it in one certain way, and then I go down, just leave some random highlights there in the sense of some musculature. Now, this guy is like primarily dark under here because of that bulging face. So the teeth are, of course, each supposed to have a bit of highlight, and then you could color in between the ridges, like that's up to you. But the way I would do this is I would just draw them from the inside out and just leave the outsides white so that it reflects a little bit more and has more personality. So, but again, for a quick pencil sketch, this will pretty much be what you can put out together quickly. I'm going to smudge that out first, right around. But now the part that I forgot is the head of hair. I need to do this here for him. I cannot leave him bald. This gentleman, Eddie Brock, in other words, has a lot of hair, and in any of the versions, in the movie version and the comics versions. So I'm just going randomly like this, up, down, up, down, up, down. I'll make sure that I put in more tone as I'm down here at this part, and I'll just fade out toward the top. Now I could, of course, the way to do this would be finer details again in between, you know, the hair strands, but we are not doing that today. So there we have it, a quick Venom sketch, generic but somewhere along the lines of the movie. Thank you very much for watching. Please do subscribe, keep in touch, and have yourself a wonderful day.